Hey guys, Dr. Knight here today. We're going to go over the 3 hidden causes of back pain, but most importantly, what you can actually physically do to avoid them. The first hidden cause of back pain, believe it or not, doesn't come from the back. It's untreated whiplash injuries. What happens is when you have whiplash is your head jerks forward and backwards, and it'll damage the ligaments in the front side and the back side of the neck, allowing your head and your neck to go into what's called a forward head posture. Anytime this happens, it takes all the weight of the head and the upper torso. Instead of distributing it out through the neck, it translates directly down into your low back, meaning it doesn't matter if you're standing, sitting, or walking throughout the day, your low back's working double time, it's working twice as hard as it actually physically should be. So the first hidden cause is whiplash. And if you thought you had whiplash, the number one thing you should do is get some baseline whiplash testing just to make sure, hey, I don't have it, I've ruled it out, or if you do have it, you can prevent it from becoming back pain and a whirlwind of symptoms down the road. The second hidden cause of back pain, it doesn't come from the chairs we sit in, but more importantly, it comes from how we sit in them. So I'm going to use this chair as an example. It's kind of a trendy chair, a comfortable chair. The problem is it's a little too comfortable. It allows me to really relax down in the chair and my legs go upwards, meaning that when we're actually physically sitting in a chair, the appropriate way to sit is with your legs a little below 90 degrees. About 10 to 15 degrees below 90 degrees, because when you sit up and your legs go down, it forces you to sit up and it takes the stress off of the disc in your low back and puts them on the joints where they belong. That's the second hidden cause of low back pain, is how we actually physically sit during the day. A lot of us know sitting's not good to be sitting all day long, but most of us don't know, hey, you can combat it by changing this one thing with your chair. I'm going to sit with my legs slightly angled downwards. And that's where the third hidden cause comes in, tight hip flexors. A lot of times we think back pain, we go, okay, what did I do to my back? Well, the hip flexors actually sit on the front side here. And if you do a lot of walking, a lot of running, or even a lot of like stair stepper when you're exercising, it causes your hip flexors to get overly tight. It pulls your pelvis forward and it stretches and pulls on all the muscles in your lower back here. Those are 3 hidden causes of back pain, but most importantly, there's 3 things you can do to avoid it. Number 1 is if you think you've had whiplash, get some baseline whiplash testing. If you don't know where to go for that, call the office, we can help you out with that. Second thing is how we actually physically sit in the chair. Again, you want to make sure that your legs are a little bit below 90 degrees so that your knees are angled downwards. It'll take stress off the disc and allow your joints to do their job. And then the third thing is those hip flexors. If you're dealing with tight hip flexors, all you have to do is stretch them out on a regular basis. It's just a deep lunge stretch to stretch your hip flexors. If you want more information on how to stretch them, watch one of our previous postural videos. Guys, thanks for tuning in, and we'd love to hear your comments in the section below.